of discrimination, police violence, police killings. We done lived through it all. And you know why? The Most High God gives his toughest challenges to the toughest people, which is so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, man. Nobody can go through what we go through and live and survive, man. You are out here in New Haven, Connecticut, where the murder rate is high, where the murder rate is increasing daily. I know we downtown by Yale University and everything looks cute and special, but if you go out there to the real neighborhoods, you see death and destruction and violence and terror and murder and drugs and hatred and jealousy and a whole bunch of things you see out there in New Haven, man. Right here in New Haven. You see that out here. I know you might be fooled by this downtown area with all these nice buildings and Chipotle and everything else. But really there's people suffering in this city. There's people that's dying in this city. People that's going through hell in this city, man. And those people that's going through hell in this city are the chosen people of God, man. That's right. The people that's living in the projects in New Haven are the chosen people of God. You understand? This is also a graveyard for the North American Indians, right here where we standing at, man. You know why? Because the chosen people of God are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. No, they're not white people. No, they're not Indians. No, they're not Pakistanians. No, they're not Chinese. They are the niggas and spicks that live in this community, man. They're the chosen people of God. You understand? Because nobody can go through what we go through and survive and live. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6 real quick. You understand? We're going to stick into this Bible. The Bible is a black man's book. The Bible is a Hispanic man's book. You understand? The Bible is a Puerto Rican book. The Bible is a nigger book. You understand? This book is not for so-called Caucasians, so-called Asians. This Bible is not for you. It's for the Israelites, which is not a religion, it's a culture. You understand? And let me tell you something, black and Hispanic man, woman, and child. These heathens know that you're special. They know that you are the special ones. You understand? All you gotta do is look around and look at your lifestyle, look at their lifestyle. They know you're special. You ever see a white girl try to get braids in her hair? Because she know the black woman is special. Right. And that's what she wants to be like. You ever see a white boy that like rap music? Because they know niggas is special. And that's what they want to be like. But the most important thing, black man, woman, and child, Hispanic man, woman, and child, Haitian, Dominican, Puerto Rican, what you need to know is that you are the chosen people of God, man. That's right. That the Most High God is with you and your family and your children. All you got to do is obey him, man. That you are special people. And you are above every nation on the face of this earth. I'm not making this up. This is what the Bible says, man. We're going to go into the Bible and show and prove that you are the special people of God, the chosen people of God, and you are better than every race on the face of this disgusting, filthy, stinking earth. You are the chosen people, man. Let's read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
Say it again.
And holy people.
God says you're a holy people. What does holy mean? Holy means separate. You're a separate people. Holy's not banging on a tambourine, having a goddamn convulsion sitting in the Ebenezer Baptist Church. That's not holy. You understand? Holy means you're a special people. A people that's set apart. You understand? Like your children are holy to you. Your wife is holy to you. She's separate from other women. Your children are separate from other children. And the Most High God said, black man, woman, and child, you are a holy people. This is Moses talking to the Israelites. This ain't Moses talking to everybody. This ain't Moses including everybody. This is Moses talking to the chosen people of God. And he said, you are a holy people. You're a special people, a separate people. Can't nobody go through stuff that black people go through. Right. A white man will kill himself if his bank account is empty. Right. He'll kill himself if his bank account is empty. Right. A nigga will lose a job and get another one. A white man gonna come back and shoot that job to pieces. Right. You understand? That's the spirit of a white man. Because he can't handle the pressure like a black or Hispanic man can handle the pressure, man. You understand? We thrive off pressure. We love pressure. We accept pressure. We do things at the last minute because we love pressure that much. That's how much a black man loves pressure. You understand? Or a Hispanic man. God said you are holy people, a separate people. And he's not talking about everybody. He's talking to a specific people saying that I separated you and made you different from other people. Let's find out who he's talking about. Let's just stick to the Bible. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
Say it again.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
And this is Moses talking to the Israelites. Moses said that the Most High God has chosen you. He made you special and he chose you. Now what did he choose? What was he choosing? What was his choice? What was his choice? Let's see what the Bible says, not me. Let's see what the King James Version Bible says. Read.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people.
Say it again.
To be a special.
You're going to be the best at singing and dancing and rapping and playing music and so on and so on. And let me tell you something else you might not know. You're going to be the best inventors on the face of the earth. Right. Did you know that the black and Hispanic man was the number one inventor on the face of the earth?
Right.
We made the air conditioner.
Right.
We made the stoplight.
Right.
We made the cell phone.
Right.
We did the internet. That was us.
Right.
It wasn't no goddamn white man. It wasn't Joe Biden. And the light bulb. We made all types of inventions. You didn't learn that in school, did you? Well, you're going to learn it from some niggas on the corner today.
Right.
You're going to learn it from some niggas on the corner today. We're the ones that are the number one inventors in the world.
Right.
You understand? The only good thing a white man is good at is stealing. That's what he's good at. You understand? He's a culture vulture. He's a natural thief. He's a kidnapper, a hijacker. That's what he's good at. And you're good at surviving. That's why you're the best inventors on the face of the earth. Did you know that? Did you know that? Your teacher didn't tell you that. Guess what? The weed man didn't tell you that either. Neither the nigga with the cocaine. He didn't tell you that. The nigga with the heroin ain't tell you that. How come he ain't telling you that? Well, some niggas on the corner going to tell you today that you are a special people, a chosen people. You understand? And you can take mud and make it into a chocolate cake. That's how special you are, man. Do you understand that? Do you get that? You understand? Do you get that? The black and Hispanic man is the greatest inventor on the face of the earth because we're special and chosen.
Damn right.
God said it. Read.
A special people.
Go ahead.
Unto himself.
Go ahead.
Above all people.
Say it again.
Above all people.
The black and Hispanic man is what?
Above all people.
Did you understand that? We equal to.
Above all people.
We're level with.
Above all people.
We're the same.
Above all people.
God said that the black and Hispanic man is above all people. All people where? All people in Connecticut? All people on the East Coast? All people where?
Upon the face of the earth.
That's what God said.
Damn right.
I'm reading God's word. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm not up here spitting no spoken word, no goddamn poetry. I'm telling you what God said. You understand that? God said the black and Hispanic man is above all people on the face of the earth, and all you gotta do is look at your life. Can't no white man survive like you. Can't no Asian man survive like you. You understand? I'm gonna blow your mind. Can't no African man survive like you either.
Right.
You understand? They can't survive like you, black man. You understand? They can't survive like you. Can't no East Indian survive like you. Out of all the things, what did the Chinese man invent? That nigga didn't even invent chopsticks. What did he invent? He didn't invent nothing. He's just a white man's dog, and he's a thief too.
Right.
What did these East Indians? What did they invent? Huh? Nothing. Black man, you rule this earth. Do you understand that? Do you know that? Black and Hispanic man, you rule this earth. Puerto Ricans, you rule this earth. Did you know that? Did you know that Puerto Ricans are the chosen people of God? Did you know that? I bet you don't know that because society won't let you know that. Society teaches you to get a good job, shut your mouth, and then get put in the grave. That's what society teaches us. Give me Jeremiah 14:2. You understand? And society keeps us all divided. Look at this disgusting, filthy church over here. That's a crack house. That's a whorehouse. You understand? This filthy, disgusting, stinking church is a goddamn whorehouse. You understand? That's what it is. It doesn't let the Puerto Ricans know that they're the chosen people of God. You understand? Who can cook like a Puerto Rican and dance like a Puerto Rican? Who can love like a Puerto Rican? You understand? That filthy, disgusting, stinking The church over there is not going to let you know that. It's going to let you know God loves everybody. God's with everybody. Meanwhile, a Puerto Rican get choked by a white cop and die. Right. And there'll be no justice. A black man will get shot by a white cop and there'll be no justice. You understand? You understand? So that's a goddamn lie. These filthy, disgusting churches are telling you that the Catholic priests and fathers are telling you is a goddamn lie. Well, guess what? We're going to read out the Bible. That's what we're going to do. I'm not a rapper. I'm a priest. Right. And this is what God said out the Bible. Read what you got.
The book of Jeremiah, 14 verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
What does that mean, Judah mourneth? Judah, that's where you get the word Jew from. It's from Judah. You understand? They say Judah mourneth. You understand? Now, why would the Jews be mourning? I'm going to tell you why the Jews be mourning. Because there's 2 million black men in prison. Right. Because there's 2 million Hispanic men in prison. Because the cops are going to stop and frisk you and pat you down. Because you're high off heroin and cocaine. And you're gangbanging and you hate your brother. You understand? This is where the Jews are mourning at. Because we're burying somebody every week from death and destruction. Because we live in poverty. Because we live in the ghettos. I know we look nice now walking down to downtown New Haven. Nigga, you going back to the ghetto. You're going to hop on the bus and you're going right back to the hood. That's where you go after you finish shopping and eating and daydreaming. You're going to go right back to the ghetto, man. You know why? Because the real Jews are in mourning. Now let me tell you about the fake Jewish man. The Jewish man. And we say ish for a reason. If I say, brother, you acting childish, that don't mean you're a child. That means you act like a child. So if I say, brother, he's Jewish, that means he's not a Jew, but he acts like the Jews. Nigga, right. You the real Jews. Right. You understand? You the real Jews. Right. Let me tell you about this Jewish man. He runs the country. He runs Wall Street. He runs the TV companies, the radio companies. He runs every goddamn thing. Because you know why? Because he's Jew-ish. He acts like a Jew, which means, black man, you should be ruling. Damn right. You should be running things. You got the moral compass to run things. You got the laws and the understanding and the knowledge and the compassion in your heart to run things. Right. That's why, because you the real Jew, not a Jew-ish man. You understand? Now read it again from the top.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Now the real Jews are in mourning. And the gates languish, what does that mean? The word languish means to be weak. And what does a gate do? A gate protects. Wasn't Martin Luther King trying to protect us? Wasn't Malcolm X trying to protect us? Isn't Creflo Dollar and T.D. Jakes and Louis Farrakhan? They're trying to protect us, but niggas are still getting killed. Puerto Ricans are still getting killed. Dominicans are still getting killed. You know why? Because our leadership sells out and compromises us. Right. The Baptist church, the Episcopalian church and all of that, they're weak. They can't protect us. They can't keep heroin away from us. They can't keep the CIA's cocaine away from us. They can't keep the CIA's weed away from us. They can't keep tobacco away from us. They can't keep it away from us. You know why? Because our leadership is weak. Our gates languish. You understand? It's just like having a gate in front of your house. What's the point of having a gate when you can just step on it and walk right over it? You need a nice, strong, firm, sturdy gate, and that's what the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is, man. Damn right. That's why we're here in Connecticut, because we're trying to show y'all that we are the strong gate. Right. You understand? That we're the gate that don't fold, the gate that don't break, the gate that don't bend when the wind comes. None of that. We hold firm and strong, stronger than stone, stronger than steel. You understand? And you don't got to believe me. You can just come and we'll prove it to you. Just come and try to prove wrong. That's all. Just come and try to prove it's wrong. The real Jews are mourning. They are dying every day. They're being buried high every day. They're crying every single day. Meanwhile, America flourishes and lives off the back and the blood of the so-called blacks and Hispanics, man. Right. They live off the back and the blood. Let me tell you how they live on the back and the blood. Right now, you're walking on a graveyard full of Native American Indians, right now. Right. Did you know that? Did the New Haven school system teach you that? Did they teach you that? Did they teach you right here are buried Native Americans with walking all on top of them? You understand? Walking all on top of them. Why? So Chipotle's can be here. And these buildings can be here. CVS. You know what I'm saying? So they can flourish. They got to bury you and stand on your back to get higher. Don't you understand that? The real Jews are in mourning. The real Jews. They're in mourning and they're looking for a way out. The Jewish man, he runs the goddamn country. He runs the country. He runs the world. He has a military. Yeah, he can stand. He got a military. What you got? Some gangbanger cousin you can go with, and he gonna get shot anyway. You understand? He gonna get shot anyway. You gonna get your gangbanger cousin, nigga. He tough. That nigga gonna get shot. You understand? The real Jews are in mourning. Read.
They are black.
Whoa. Oh. Hold on a second. Did you hear what he just said? This is the Bible, y'all. Let's read it from the top and bring it back to the bottom. Let's see what God said about the Jews. This is what God said about the real Jews. It's in the Bible. King James Version. We're in Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. King Version of the Bible. What did God say about the real Jews? Read it from the top.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourning.
The real Jews are in mourning. They're hurting. They're suffering. They're catching the goddamn bus right now. Read.
And the gates thereof languish.
And there's no leadership for these Jews. Go ahead. Let's see what more about these Jews. Go ahead.
They are black.
Whoa. Say it again.
They are black.
No, it's the white man with that little condom on top of his head. Say it again.
They are black.
The real Jews are niggas.
Right.
And spicks.
Right.
And wetbacks. The real Jews are what?
They are black.
That's what God said, not me. I didn't write this. This is not a rap song. This ain't a 16 verse, whatever it is. We're not rapping. This is real of the Bible. They're what?
They are black.
You may not know, you may not understand what I'm saying. Spell it.
They are B-L-A-C-K.
Nigga, that's you. Do you understand? Do you understand that? Puerto Rican, that's you. Native American, that's you. The real Jews are black according to the Bible.
Right.
You understand? And let me tell you something else you may not know. That Jesus Christ is a black man. Did you know that?
Right.
Everybody thinks Jesus Christ is some punk white boy that look like Van Halen, looking like Bon Jovi. You understand? That's not Christ. That's not the real Christ, not according to the Bible. You know what I want, don't you? You understand? That's not according to the Bible. You understand? Not a Bible. We read out the Bible. This that thing that was collecting dust on your grandmother's on a table. This is what preacher give me the money is preaching out of. You understand? This is what he's preaching out of. This is what Deacon Do Me Right is speaking out of. We speaking out the Bible. You understand? Let's see what the true color of Jesus Christ is according to the Bible. Not me. Read.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks.
What are those seven candlesticks? The seven candlesticks are the seven schools that were built by Paul. You understand? In Asia Minor. That's what the seven candlesticks are. They represent different schools, 7 different places. You understand? In the midst of all of them schools that Paul built, in the midst of it, in the middle of it, amongst it. Read.
One like unto the Son of Man.
Now, we talking about Christ now. He's the Son of Man. Let's see what else. Go ahead.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
Christ wore a garment. He didn't wear that white sheet that they try to say that white boy got on. He didn't put a white sheet on the entire bow in it. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't wear that. He had warlike apparel on. This is what the Bible is saying. Go ahead.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Now, why did he have a girdle on? Why did Christ have a girdle around his waist? Because Christ was a man of war. That's war apparel. So he wouldn't get stabbed and penetrated by any sharp objects. You understand? I know they got you thinking that Christ is some old fluffy, rainbow-loving, cotton candy eating, giving out hugs and kisses to everybody. That's not true. According to the Bible, he had war apparel on. You don't put war apparel on to give out kisses. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Now, they saying his hair was white like wool. Like what?
Like wool.
He said he had hair like wool. Nigga, do you see my hair? I wore that on purpose. You understand? You see my hair? That's wool. That's woolly hair. You understand? They said he had hair wool. Somebody tell me one white man that got hair like wool. There's a white man over there, white man. You know anybody, a white boy with woolly hair? Say it again. Get a white boy hand. He said no. Get him on camera saying it. Get him on camera. Say it again. You know white boy with woolly hair? The white boy said no. He even knows that. He even knows it. Why don't you know it? Why don't the black man know it? Why don't the Hispanic man know it? The white man knows it. He said there's no white people with no woolly hair. That's what he said. Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes were like a flame of fire.
It's saying Christ had woolly hair and his eyes were red. You understand? I know you done sipped some wine before. Y'all sipping wine today. Y'all done sipped some wine early this morning right when you woke up. You done sipped something. You understand? And it makes your eyes nice and red. You understand? It said Christ was a black man with woolly hair. Well, let's get to the black man part. Read.
Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
Wait a second. They said his feet was like fine brass.
No problem. Oh,
That's what it said. They said Jesus Christ's feet was like fine brass. What color is brass? What color is brass? I know y'all got some pennies in your goddamn pocket because we struggling out here. You got more pennies than you got quarters. I know you got some pennies in your pocket. See the color of a goddamn penny? That's the color of brass. If you see a penny, that's the color of brass. And he said his feet was the color of a goddamn penny. You understand? Have you ever seen a white man the color of a penny? But it didn't stop there. It went a little further. So his feet look like they're the same color as a penny. Let's go a little read.
As if they burn.
Whoa! Say it again.
As if they burn.
If you burn something, does it turn white? Have you ever burned anything and turned white? Have you ever put white toast in a toaster and burn it? Does it come out white? That come out black. You understand? Keep reading.
As if burned in a furnace.
That's what Christ looked like. Like it took brass and it burned. That's what it looked like. Now the Christian church will tell you that Christ is a white boy, but they can't prove it. I got scripture to prove Christ is not a white boy. You ask your pastor to prove that Christ is a white boy. That's what you do with your pastor. You ask him that. Christ is a black man. Christ represents a black and Hispanic and Native American man, woman, and child. This is what's in the Bible. And that filthy, disgusting, stinking church that's taking your grandmother's money. You understand? That's taking your auntie's money and ain't going to do nothing for you but hold your funeral and still charge your family $10,000 for it. That's what the church is going to do for you. The church is going to hold your funeral, the pastor's going to lie about knowing you, and they're going to charge you $10,000 for it. But you don't got $10,000, so you know what you're going to do? You're going to cremate him. That's what's going to happen. You understand? We ain't stupid. We know exactly what goes on. Is there more on that? No sweat. Go to Song of Solomon. Go to Song of Solomon real quick. We're going to prove to you today that this Bible is about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You understand? Black man, you better learn who you are, man. Let me tell you something you may not know. You're better than heroin. You're better than cocaine. I know it's a good time. I know you like it. I know how it feels. I've been there. I know you hit that cocaine that's dripping all down your throat. You want to smoke a cigarette to boost that high a little bit. I know how it go. You're better than that. You're better than that. It don't last that long. It don't last that long. You understand? But knowing who you are lasts forever. That's a feel. That's a high that you can't come off. That's you can't come off. Because that cocaine gonna go away. Give it 15 minutes, you're gonna want some more cocaine. That's all. You're gonna be taking that cigarette and taking the butt of the cigarette and lighting up another cigarette just to keep your high going. You don't think we know all about it. We know all about that good feeling you feel. That feeling don't last. But knowing you're the chosen people of God, that feeling lasts forever. That's a good feeling. That's a high that you gotta really chase. That's a high you gotta chase right there. To know that you're the chosen people of God, man. Read what you got.
The Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black.
Say it again.
I am black.
This is Solomon. Did you know Solomon was the wisest man on the face of the earth at one point in time? Did you know Solomon was the wisest man on the face of the earth? What did Solomon say about himself?
I am blessed.
This is the Song of Solomon in the Bible. This is in the Bible. This is the King James Version Bible. The one that they refuse to read to you. You understand? Read where you at again.
The Song of Solomon.
Is this in the Bible?
The Song of Solomon. In the Bible. Chapter 1, verse 5.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. The wisest man that was on the face of the earth at one time. Read.
I am blessed.
Say it again.
I am blessed.
That's what the black man, that's what the wisest man on earth said. He's what?
I am blessed.
I can invent the stoplight. Say it again.
I am blessed.
I can invent the air conditioner. Say it again.
I am blessed.
I can invent the cell phone. Say it again.
I am blessed.
That's what he said. You understand? That's what Solomon said. Did you know that? Huh? Well, let's see what he said to that. Go ahead.
I am blessed. But comely.
What's comely mean? What's comely mean? Comely means beautiful. You ever heard black and beautiful? You ever heard that before? Yeah, I see you, sis. This is where you get the term, I'm black and beautiful. They get it from right here. Say it again.
I am black, but comely.
I'm black and beautiful. Did you know that, black man? As society tries to make chocolate women ugly and disgusting, did you know that Solomon, the wisest man on earth, said, I'm black and beautiful? You understand? Go to verse 10.
Come. Verse 10. Thy cheeks are comely.
Say it again.
Thy cheeks are comely.
What does it mean? Your cheeks are comely. That means something about your mouth is beautiful. You understand? You ever see niggas wearing gold teeth? You ever see that? You ever see how he got gold all in their mouth? You see it down south a lot. Back in the 80s and 90s, you might see a nigga with one gold tooth right here in front. You understand? With a star or something in the middle of it. Let's read it again.
Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
Wow. Say it again.
With rows of jewels.
That means he was a black man. And he said he's beautiful and he got gold teeth in his mouth. You understand? Don't let society make you ashamed to be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't make society make you ashamed of being black and being beautiful and having gold teeth all in your mouth. You understand? That's a black thing. That's a cultural thing. That's the wisest man on the face of the earth thing, black man. Did you know that?
Right.
Did you know that? The wisest man that was on the face of the earth, he was black and he had gold teeth all in his mouth. The Bible just said it. Let me ask you a question. Did Pastor Porkchop tell you that? Did Pastor Pedophile tell you that? Or did he rape your daughter first? Did he tell you that? Read it again.
Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. Thy neck with chains of gold.
With what?
With chains.
With what?
With chains.
I need a rope chain. What?
With chains.
With a Cuban link on.
With chains.
With a rope on.
With chains of gold.
You ever see a nigga with gold teeth and chains all on his neck? You thought he just did that for fashion. No, he did it because he's in the spirit of God. That's why. That's because he got the spirit of God in him. He just don't know it. But the Bible said that the wisest man on the face of the earth at one time, he was a black nigga with gold teeth and chains on his neck. Did you know that? Did you know that? And you walk around ashamed about who you are. You walk around depressed, getting high on cocaine and heroin and smoking all types of weed, being as high and as dumb as you can be. Meanwhile, the wisest man on the face of the earth, the wisest man on the face of the earth, he was black. He had chains on and gold in his mouth. And when I say black, I'm not talking about skin color. I'm talking about spirit. You understand? Mexican man, you're black too. Right. Puerto Rican man, you black too. Right. Ecuadorian man, you black too. Did you know that? You understand? Do you understand that and know that? Yeah. And the wise woman on the face of the earth, according to this Bible, or the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Let me prove it to you some more. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Let me ask you, have you ever heard this scripture before I'm about to read to you? Did you know that slavery was in the Bible? Did you know that your ancestors coming on slave ships to America was in the Bible? This is God talking to the chosen people of his chosen people. What I'm about to read to you right now. Did you know that the transatlantic slave trade and the North African slave trade was in the Bible? You know that? You understand? I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna tell you what God said about his chosen people. You understand? Hear me out. I got you. Hear me out real quick. I want you to read what you got, and I want you to pay attention and know exactly who you are and know exactly who you're against. I want you to listen for 1 second. Read it nice and loud for me, Hart.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
This is in the Bible, the King James Version Bible. Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. After you leave for today, go ask your pastor about it. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, what does that mean? The Lord will bring you into Egypt again. This is Moses talking to the chosen people of God. He said, God will bring you into Egypt again. Egypt means bondage. I know you think this is a name of a country over in Africa. Egypt, the word Egypt means in bondage. You understand? That's what that means. The Lord said, I will bring you into bondage again. This is what he said. Let's see why. Go ahead.
With shit.
Whoa, say it again.
With shit.
He said, I'm going to bring black man, Hispanic man, I'm going to bring you into bondage again, but I'm going to put you on ships this time. Did your grandmother come on a ship? My grandmother came over here on ships. My great-grandfathers came in on ships. That's what they did. They didn't tell you this, though. You understand? This is the Bible we read out of. This is the Bible. He said, I'm going to bring you into bondage again on a ship. Now, let's see what else with these ships. Let's see what else. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou see it no more.
Now, he's saying you'll never see it again. You understand? You see the white man over here? Look at that devil over here. Look at that filthy, disgusting devil, because he don't want you to know the truth, black man. Meanwhile, that disgusting, filthy ape over there is down here getting high, down here getting drunk. He don't want you to know that the chosen people of God were brought over here on ships to be in bondage. Let's read some more.
And thou shalt see it no more again.
That means you're not going to see your homeland again. That means if somebody asks where you're from, you're going to say, I'm from Alabama. I'm from Mississippi. I'm from Texas. I'm from Puerto Rico. You understand? Keep reading.
And there ye shall be sold.
Say it again.
Ye shall be sold.
You're going to be sold. You understand? You're going to bring you into bondage again on ships to be sold. As what?
Unto your enemy.
Unto what?
Unto your enemy.
Black man. Well, did white people buy you in America? When you was brought over here on ships, was you bought by white folks like this filthy, disgusting, nasty piece of trash over here on this bench? Did you understand that? Wasn't you sold to filthy, disgusting trash like this? You were bought by this bastard over here. He bought your grandmother. He bought your grandfather, that filthy, disgusting, Neanderthal, nasty ape over there. He bought your grandmother. You understand? He bought your grandfather. He raped your aunts. He raped your sons. He raped your daughters. That filthy, disgusting, nasty, stinking piece of trash. That's what he did. Because you know why? He's your what?
Your enemy.
He's what?
Your enemy.
That filthy, disgusting, wet piece of trash over there is your what?
Your enemy.
Because he's the one that brought your family over here and bought them and raped them and destroyed them. And he got the nerve to tell us to shut the F up. Because he don't want to hear about his grandfather, you filthy, disgusting piece of trash. Drop dead. Keep going.
Right. For bondmen and bondwomen.
They brought you over here to be slaves. You understand? Meanwhile, as we talking about the black man's history, this piece of filthy white trash want to tell us to shut the F up. Because we saying black people should stick together, and black people are the greatest thing on earth, and the Spanish are the greatest thing on earth, and black and brown should unite, as we're speaking about us coming together as a people, making Black Wall Street great again, making New Haven great again. You understand? This filthy, disgusting ape over here wants to tell us to shut the F up. You know why? Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's just so funny that white people got so much white privilege, even a homeless white man gonna try to tell a black man what to do.
Right.
You understand? Like you ain't got a pot to piss it or a window to throw it out of, and you got the audacity to fix your lips like what you say matters. You understand? Man, relax. He look like Forrest Gump when he never stopped running. Just slept by the side of the road, wandered here and there. That's your natural condition. That's who y'all really are. Y'all really cavemen. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all really used to living like that. And you know what? And this is why Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the greatest people on the face of the earth.
Right.
And you should look at every white man like him. You should look at every white man like, I'm better than you. I am greater than you. You understand? So this is what you should do. Next time you should shut your goddamn mouth. That's what you should do.
Give Captain Cuts out here, man. He's the proof. He's the proof that blacks and Puerto Ricans and Hispanics and Negroes need to come together as a people, man. You understand? And realize who your goddamn enemy is. Your stinking, disgusting enemy. How dare him tell a black man to shut the F up, and we out here talking to black folks and Hispanic folks, man. You understand? I want you to read that again from the top. I want to show you slavery in the Bible. This ain't no, we're not rappers. I'm telling you exactly what's in the King James Version Bible that's collected dust in your grandmother's house and that pastor pedophile is not going to read to you. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The word Egypt means bondage. Look it up. That's all. Turn the porn off and go to Google and look up what the word Egypt means. It means bondage. Read.
With ships.
Say it again.
With ships.
God said he's going to send his chosen people into bondage again with ships. Let me ask you, black man, do you have a history of coming over here in ships? I think we do. You have a history of that? We do. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You'll never see your homeland again according to the Most High God. You ask a nigga where you from, what's he going to say? Alabama, Mississippi, Virginia, New Haven. That's what they're going to say. You understand? Because where you're really from, you're not going to see it no more for our disobedience to the Most High God. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold.
Say it again.
Ye shall be sold.
Say it again.
Ye shall be sold.
God said he's going to bring his chosen people in bondage, in ships, to be sold. Black men, do you have a history of sold? Do you have a history of being sold? Your grandmother was sold. Your grandfather was sold. Your great aunt was sold. Your greatest grandmother was sold. Black man, Hispanic man, do you have a history of being sold in America? Do you have the history? Hell yeah, you got the history. It's all in the history books. I mean, goddamn, even your white social studies teacher teaches you about it.
Right.
Nigga, you've been sold over here in America. You was bought. Your last name is Walker, because that was a slave master's name.
Right.
Your last name is Jackson and Hamilton and Wilkerson, because that was the name of your slave owner. That's why you got that name. Because you over here to be sold. You understand? And nobody can prove that wrong. This is what the Bible said, the chosen people of God, that they would have to go through this. That blacks and Hispanics would have to go through this. They would be put on ships and brought to Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic and Costa Rica and America and Brazil and Panama. They would be brought to these places through ships to be made slaves. Keep going.
Unto your enemy.
Unto who?
Unto your enemy.
Let me ask you a question. Who was you sold to? Who purchased you? Who put you on a plantation to pick cotton and to pick sugar cane and to pick beans and to pick... Who put you on the plantations, man? Huh? The rich white man. Give him a hand. You understand? The white man put you on the plantations. They bought you and they put you to work and whipped your back. They did it. You understand? So every time you see a white man, I don't care if he got a three-piece suit on and he got a high-paying job on Wall Street and he makes $100 million a year, this is what you think about that white man. Look at that piece of trash over there. That's what he is. I don't care what kind of suit he got on. I don't care how good he talks. I don't care about his education. They sold us into slavery, and that's how the white man looks spiritually, and that's how he's going to look forever. You understand? A disgusting piece of trash that really hates black people deep down in his heart. Even though he acts like he loves black people, that piece of trash had the nerve to tell us to shut the F up, because we out here talking to blacks and Hispanics. You understand? If I had my way, we wouldn't shut the F up, but if I had my way, he would drop dead right now as I'm speaking.
Right.
Piece of trash talking to us that way. We talking to blacks and Hispanics, man, giving them their history. That's what we doing. And that piece of trash could drop dead. Him and everybody else in his goddamn family for what they did to us. And we're never going to forget it. You understand? We're never going to forget what they did to our uncles and our aunts and our grandparents and our great-grandparents, and how they got us living in a goddamn ghetto.
Right, right.
How they got us, gave us drugs and heroin and cocaine and prison time. I'm not going to forget it. You can vote all you want. You can be in their military all you want. You're just a nigga and just a spit. And you're going to serve this piece of trash as long as you love America, man. Well, we refuse. We are free black men back here. Weed don't got us. Weed don't control us. Heroin don't control us. Gangs don't control us. Drill music don't control us. You're looking at free black men that'll tell a white man, you're a goddamn devil.
That's right.
You understand? You're a goddamn devil, the greatest deceiver on the face of the earth. That's why we're walking on the bones of the Native Americans right now, because the white man's a goddamn devil.
Right.
Read what you got.
As bondmen and bondwomen.
That's what we are. Bondmen and bondwomen right here in America. You understand? You think you're not a slave? You sit at the goddamn bus stop right now. To go where? Back to hell. That's what you're doing, to go back to hell. It's gonna serve you justice just to get back in your house, turn on your little bit of air conditioning for a little while because you're scared of the electric bill. So you're gonna turn on for a little while and sit down and watch Archie Bunker or something at your goddamn house. That brings you peace because you're a goddamn slave, man. Did you know that? All you're gonna do is work hard and die fast. That's it. That's how society is designed. You understand? You know how many homeless black veterans there are out here in America living under some goddamn bridge somewhere? Can't get a goddamn job, can't get no benefits, can't get nothing. They serve this stinking, filthy, disgusting country, man, that we built. You understand? You still a goddamn slave. You just don't know it. You think because you get a little paycheck or some little VA little check that you got something, nigga, you ain't got nothing. You a goddamn slave. That's all. You're a goddamn slave. Keep going. Drop that thing. Give me Jeremiah. So give me Psalms 83. Psalms 83. You understand? We're gonna stay up in this Bible for a little while. You understand? We're gonna stay up in this Bible. That's what we're gonna do. Talk in this Bible. I'm gonna go to Psalms 83. You can start at verse 4, man. We're gonna prove some more about this filthy, disgusting, stinking society and how they come up against the black man, man. You understand? How they come against the black man. The true Jews of the Bible are black men.
Right.
You understand? And black women, Hispanic men, Hispanic women. You understand? And we the Israelites of the goddamn Bible, not the Jewish man. He acts like a goddamn Jew. He is not a real Jew and he knows it. He's a filthy, disgusting, stinking deceiver. You understand? And this white man built this country off your blood, black man, off your back. Filthy, disgusting, stinking bastards. You understand? They built it off your back. And what did they give you as a reward? Heroin. What did they give you for building this country, Puerto Rican man? Cocaine. That's what they gave you. That's what they gave you. And public housing and Section 8. That's what they gave you. Meanwhile, you're in a goddamn bus. Sitting at a goddamn bus stop thinking about how goddamn depressed you are. You understand? That's what they gave you. That's what America gave you, and you're the greatest invention on the face of the earth. We made the goddamn stoplight, the air conditioner, the cell phone, and so many more other things. You understand? The goddamn iron, everything else. We made that. And you know what they did for us? They gave us goddamn cocaine and heroin and ghettos and bullets and death and prison. You understand? You know why? And that's why the Chinese man